priorities and how you stack up against them. So follow along and have a look with me how, together with me, how Walmart prioritizes their activities, the questions they ask themselves, and you can ask those questions yourself and rate yourself as well when you follow along. Let's have a quick peek into what we've got here. I'm going to make myself a bit smaller now. Whoops, there I go, down in the corner, so you can see what's on my screen. What we have here is our environment and iTable. This is a subscription model. We offer this as a subscription. Details are in the link below, where you have full access to all the data that's in here. And in total, there's about 1,500 bases in here, and there are new ones added on a daily basis and edited on a daily basis, as you can see on the notification. Right, but we're going to have a look at Walmart. So that's what we're doing. Walmart, their critical capabilities and their priorities. What you will be seeing appearing on your screen here is the following. You'll have the issues that Walmart is currently working on, dealing with, that are high in their priority list, the current issues, all organized here. And the list goes down and down. There's a total of 2,857 members in there, questions and their criteria, the things that they're basically doing. So these are all the current issues. We see commerce business, sales growth, advertising business, data assets, delivery speed, business model, value proposition, etc., etc., etc. You get the idea. Each of these issues have questions aligned to them. So value proposition, here we have, does the value proposition need to change to ensure signal reliability, etc., etc.? How do strategies for profit growth affect revenue? And it goes on and on. There's a total of close to 1,000 questions in here that Walmart asks themselves, and answers that they are looking for in their organization, which you can use to rate yourself against. What you also see here is a number that's in front of the question. Basically is based on the scoring that we have applied here. So every question has a scoring applied to it. The more important the question is to the organization, the higher it ranks. And the less important it is in relation to all the other questions, the lower it ranks. That's basically how it works. So when you do that, the most important questions come popping up to the top. So that's why you see here the number one most important question they're asking themselves is, do you have the people in your organization that it takes to manage the business for growth and profitability, making the right decisions? The other columns that we have here on the right-hand side is responsibility. So who do we assign to? The business analyst, that should be the person who should be able to answer this question. And if we're in need of a bit of help for an explanation here, then there's an explanatory description of what the current issue is about, the thing that we're working on about this. For you to use this, you can simply get a subscription, have access to all this data, and reuse it in your own organization. And to use it, you would do the following, for instance. You can go through and analyze your own organization to see where it falls short or is doing a fantastic thing in organizing yourself as an organization. So we can do all the questions. If I scroll, I'm not able to scroll all the way down. Scroll all the way down. So as you can see here, there's 891 questions in there. That's a bit much to organize, to go through as an organization. So to start out with, we simply start with the most important questions to ask in our organization. If we have a management team meeting and I've got like 10 minutes, let's do this for 10 minutes, see how we rank. And if we're interested in doing this, we can go down the list and do more, or a specific area, dive into a specific area where we're weak in. But first, you got to figure out what you're weak in and what you're strong in. So for us, let's make it simple for ourselves and go with the top 7 questions that we need to be answering in our organization. So we'll start here with number 7, and we'll work our way down to 654. I'm going to expand the record now. What we'll see here is the question itself. What is the value proposition and the customer promise of your organization you work for? So you got to ensure that organization skills, resources, strong product, set board, senior leaders, and value proposition are all optimized. They're all optimized in my organization. So to make sure that your value proposition is to offer everyday low prices, selection of products to choose from. What do I do with this? I say, well, do we have this in place? Skills, resources, strong product, set board, senior leaders, and value proposition are all optimized. Well, I don't know. I think that our value proposition is not really optimal. I'll score it a 3. The way you rate this is basically how important. That's what this one's for. In my opinion, we have the answer to this question clearly defined. 1 is no and 5 is yes. And this is helpful to organize that. And our responsibility, the one to take care of that, would be the interactive designer. And I want a reply back in, let's say, 2 days. Next record. Oh, I'm going up the other way. 6. Again, what is the value proposition? Another one, put the right team with the necessary proficiency together to build the value proposition, the retail sales manager, the right team. I want to know how they are doing team management here. So I think we've got that under control, but I need an answer as well there. And I want that answer, I want it now, start date now, and I want it, let's say, next week. Next question. Gather data from every level of the organization. I'm going to make it a bit larger so you can better see it. Gather data from every level of the organization to monitor and maintain your value proposition level of our organization related to our value proposition. So I'm going to do a 2 here. And that's going to be going to take a lot more work than this. So we'll give that like a few weeks. Done. Next one. Effectively allocate resources to communicate the value proposition. We need to know exactly first what we need to allocate against. So we'll do that. And the retail sales manager, we'll know later. We'll do that here and we'll organize that there. Up. We have a new question. Question number 6. Did your business engage in any giving or community investment during your last financial year? Walmart's all about giving and the investment community itself as well, giving information to that one. So the investment community for Walmart includes investors, analysts, and industry professionals who are interested in learning more about the company and how they can benefit financially from the stock. So you need to take steps to guarantee a profitable turn on investment. Oh, we got that under control. Done. Next question. Send daily automatic pricing feeds to plan sponsors and investments. We could do better there. There. It's there. And I've stopped doing the start and the end date because you get the idea what I'm doing here. I'm just going to rate them. That makes us go a bit faster. Send out daily pricing updates on that one. We've got take the opportunity to get involved in your local community. We're good at that as an organization. Anticipate changes to your company's current business model. We're always keeping track of what's going on the horizon, but we're open to learning more. Implement human capital structures to align human capital with strategy. Yeah, we're not so strong there. And it's question number 5. Does your current business model have a clear sales strategy? A new question. Sales strategy, analyze the difference of the logical model. No, not really. Does your current business have a clear sales strategy? Switch to a model of working collaborative rather than silos, collaboratively rather than silos. We could do more work there. And this one, admire a hero or role model. Does everybody have a hero or role model? No, not really. Will your organization offer sales volume growth incentive rebates? Analyze sales using big data and information system analytics. Let's give it a 4. Implement repetitive manufacturing to produce orders based on sales. Oh, that will be good. It's like manufacturing on demand if we've had that. No, we don't have that in our organization. Now, let's go up. Question number 3. Only 3 questions to go. Has your organization reached the point where prospects for maintaining strong sales and earnings growth trends in the future are reasonably good? The sales team should articulate their unique value proposition when selling products and services to customers and prospects. All right. A unique value proposition. Let's say I'm pretty good at that. We'll give it a 4. Take action to expand learning opportunities. Yeah, well, that's very individual, so we need to check that. And I also want to be checking that. So I'm going to add that to the calendar to make sure that we are checking all the learning capabilities of everybody in place. Take steps to ensure your content is relevant to both your followers and your prospects. We're continuously doing that, so we'll give ourselves a 5 there. Own up to your point, what you're meaning here. So we'll give that a 5. We're strong at this. Question number 2. Has the sales growth of the representative organization being consistent, of Walmart being consistent. So gather feedback from clients about their experience integrating into the strategy to ensure that the critical processes of sales are met. Ooh, feedback from clients continuously. We're not that strong there. Marketing manager. I'm going to ask the marketing manager to look into that one. And as you can see here, just as a generic field with responsibility, marketing manager, I can add fields here, which say John Doe is the marketing manager, and he needs to come back to me with an answer. Then test all transactions to ensure that the correct amount of sales are classified as exempt. If they are classified as exempt, no, we'll need to check that. Take steps to increase customer loyalty and profitability. Yes, we're continuously doing that. 5. Agree with the assessment of the profitability. That will be good. I need to know the profitability first. Manage production and supply chain to achieve high quality profitability. As Walmart, we're really strong there. Are we? So we'll say that's strong there. Okay, if I go up now, we'll see we're at the end. We've done them all. We've answered the top 7 questions in our organization, and they're rated like this now. Now, what I can do now is simply sort them from high to low. Rating, sort from low to high, excuse me. And go all the way to the end. And this is where I basically get to see now where we're strong at and where we're not strong in, and what we need to organize, what we need to be doing. So the ones here is, does your current business model have a clear sales strategy? We're not strong there. So we need to focus on business model. What we see here is that the lower rated questions, they're related to business models and a bit of value proposition here as well. We're good in growth, profit, sales growth specifically, but we're weaker in value proposition, which means I need to focus more on that. So I only want to focus now on questions that are related to business model, for example, to do all those, which means I can sort here on business model or just filter on business model, and I only want to see business model, where current issue is option business model. Business model. There we go. Our current issue is business model. There, these are the questions that I want answered related to business model, and I'm going to organize them on their highest priority. And this is where we go. I've done those already, obviously 7 of questions, but I can go down the list and ask more and do more here. Ask more questions, and with those questions, look for these activities here. So that's an easy way of just focusing and dive deep into one area where we're weaker in, and then just scroll down and assign all these tasks. Now, when I've assigned those, the really neat part about Airtable is that there's so much in this. It's like a project tool, but it's also a database, not just a database, but it's a project tool specifically itself. So it'll show you right now a Gantt chart of all the activities that I've assigned to people. And it'll take a while to load because the 2,800 activities need to be loaded in there. But then it'll come up and it'll show you the Gantt chart of, there we go, the Gantt chart of who does what, where, when. And we see 2,851 unscheduled records are hidden, but the ones that we have assigned are these. Gather feedback from clients about their experience integrating, etc. Take action to expand learning opportunities, and this is where I can ask whether I can get feedback. The data can get feedback. What I can do here as well is simply any Gantt chart, just move them around, and they'll slot into a different time frame. So it's really straightforward. And I can edit them here as well, assign them to different people, change the ratings, everything. So this fantastic project management document is very agile, and we love agile, don't we? At least I do love agile, which makes it a whole lot easier. So get this data, all the data in here, grid view, as you can see, all the data related to Walmart in here. Sign up right now, and you'll get access not just here, but also to all the areas that are in the all the workspaces or the databases that are in Airtable, and the ones that we're renewing on a daily basis. So if let's see if it loads. There we go. These are all the areas that we've got in here and that you'll get access to. What you'll be doing once you get access when you want access, you'll end up on this page. This is the page where you can sign up. You can talk to me first, book your discovery call, do that if you're unsure if this is something for you, or if you have got specific needs regarding due diligence activities that you're unfolding. But if you're ready to sign up, just go here, start today. There's also a video of me talking about this topic today. There's past Airtables that you can have a look through and scroll through, see what's in there. If you want to go and sign up right away, go to the Stripe subscription page in all its glory, sign up, and you'll have access right away. That's it for me today. Thanks for being here, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow.